Hi everyone, in this vlog I visited my older brother in the Netherlands. I had a really good time and we did a lot of fun things. Hope you enjoy. I'm going to be going to my older brother in the Netherlands. My flight leaves at 5 right now. It is, let me just check the time, 2:55. This is just a little vlog of me going to the Netherlands. I thought it would be fun. And we'll see each other again once I find a spot. It might be a while, but in the video time will be right now. I found a seat. So, let me just tell you something about this airport. So there's some airplanes right now. There's only 2 terminals. We're on the upper layer now. I filmed earlier in the lower layer. And I've got a few sandwiches which I will eat. Things that will happen in this journey. I will be playing music with Gergely. And I will meet my grandmother and uncles, and that's gonna be great. Now it's time to wait for boarding to begin, but the flight getting more and more delayed because the plane in the Netherlands hadn't yet arrived. So my flight will be a little bit delayed. It won't leave at 5:05 but 5:25. Okay, the flight's been delayed even further. An extra half an hour. It will leave at 6. So it's been a bit of a slow afternoon at the airport. Cool update, the KL airplane just arrived here. They've got 15 minutes till we leave. After a very long wait, we finally were able to board the airplane. Now unfortunately I did not get the window seat, so I couldn't really film out the window very much. But I was very excited to go on my first plane by myself. I've landed actually in the Netherlands. The cool thing about this Dutch airport in Schiphol is that it's right next to the train station, so we're on the train station right now, and then we'll get onto a train. Yeah, I'm with him now. Hello. On day 1, the plan was to bike to the beach, and then later in the afternoon, play some music. Ooh. There's like stuff outside. It's a 17-kilometer bike there, and then a 17-kilometer bike back.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's the same distance there and back.
So here we are in the beach.
Yes, it's very windy as you can probably hear and also see from our hair.
Oh, bird. It wants our fish.
The guy?
I don't know, man. The Dutch are cruel. And that concludes the day at the beach. Time to go. Yeah, I just filmed the end of the bike ride as well.
Like a 4-lane road on a bridge. Very cool.
Yeah. We are back here. It is 1:40, and I'm really tired now. We'll still play some music today. Yummy food! On day 2, the plan was to go to Amsterdam, look at the boat museum, and take a tour of the grachten, the canals. Start of day 2 in the Netherlands, and it's 9:30. Today we're going to go to Amsterdam and look at a boat museum and take a boat tour.
Well, this is pretty fly.
Yeah. Lots of old maps and books here from like 1600. An old globe with all their old globularness.
These are glasses which have been carved with diamonds to have these intricate pictures on them.
This was another very interesting room with constellations on the sides and lots of different tools and instruments for looking at the stars and so on. This was my personal favorite. They weigh how much metal is on each side of the boat, and then they counteract it so that the compass doesn't get confused. So you have to make it specific to each boat. Really interesting. Hammocks, cannons, windows. This is an actual ship. Yeah.
Protect itself from pirates.
Yeah.
That's the cheese here.
Yeah.
And then here is the bread.
That's the bread section.
And this is the spices.
Oh, let's take this here.
Yeah.
Small room right now.
Christian is a giant, look at this. He has to bend his knees in order to stand up. Okay, how about you exit the door and I'll get a shot. Christian is just way too tall to handle this kind of place.
Yeah, I mean,
This is
yeah.
just you can actually see along the side of the ship here. This is the
Yeah.
widest part.
Yeah. So we're now on the top of the ship. This is why we're here. This is the big boy thing. Yeah. So right over there, that's where we came from. That's like where the train station is. And then we walked like or something. Once we had had enough fun on the boat, we took a boat tour around the Grachten of the Netherlands, specifically of Amsterdam, and it was super cool to see things that, of course, you just walk on the street, but also to see it from the water, and a few very interesting things, like this was so cool. That is the thinnest house in Amsterdam, because in the old days, houses were, you had to pay tax based on how wide it was, so it was thin. We also saw this, a swing where you can literally be off of a building. But soon enough, the tour was over. I didn't actually film much in day 3 because I forgot my camera, but we missed the train at the beginning. At a bit past noon, we arrived at Oma, my grandmother, and we had some nice sandwiches with her. Then later, Wichard picked us up, and we went to his house, where he showed off a flashy new scooter, and I looked at some of his chickens. Oh, they're gone, aren't they? No, they're not. Okay.
They're just chickening around.
Oh.
There's only 4 of them.
At the end, we went to a chicken restaurant called Juffrouw Tok, and we had absolutely delicious chicken, my favorite restaurant, and it was a fantastic way to end the evening. Because I didn't make a video at the restaurant, this is a representation of how it was. You see there's me, and there's chicken, it kind of and it goes into my face, and yeah, that's basically how it was like. At the end of day 3, there was day 4, which is less fun as I was leaving and going back away from the Netherlands. All I will say is that lines at Schiphol airport are insane. I was queuing there for 2 hours just to get through security. But anyways, that was the video. I really had a ton of fun. I want to thank Gergely, Oma, Wichard, Roy, Mama and Papa. Yeah, I'll thank Martin as well, why not? For letting me and helping me go all by alone to the Netherlands. I had a lot of fun. The end.